is he doing out there that is seemingly putting him in a position to kind of contribute here early?
Great vision. In my opinion, I think he has the best vision out of the group, to be honest with you. So he sees things pretty fast. He knows how to set up his blocks, and he's done a good job so far. So it'll be interesting over the next really the next week or so, to kind of see if he takes that leap, that jump, really, to see if he's going to play this year or is he going to redshirt. But he's done a great job so far. I'm very, very pleased with where he's at. Obviously, with him not playing last year, he's really, really hungry. You can tell he runs with that passion. You rarely see him take a negative play in practice. He's always falling forward and kind of making things happen. And our previous scrimmage, he did a good job. I was very pleased with him.
So you haven't decided yet if he's going to be able to?
No, I haven't decided yet. I'll probably say over the next 4 or 5 days, I'll know if he is or not. So,
what do you need to see from the other three? Or why wouldn't he play, or would he play? What kind of comes into that, and how much he'll play?
Just really kind of building that stable, just having just more than one guy. And that might mean him just traveling and maybe not playing. We kind of did that with Jordan Happel last year, which he was just kind of always on the ready. And then at some point, I can't remember when, for example, we made that call as a staff where he wasn't going to play, but it'd be the same for Drake, and we'll just kind of see what happens.
When you look at the other guys in the group, how do you feel about the group as a whole?
I feel really, really good. This has been the first time, and since I've been here, where it's really the competition. You can see it's there, and those guys are competing for playing time, which is nice to see. And it's just not really one guy who's the clear-cut favorite. But if you really had to say a guy who's probably been the most consistent, it would definitely be Ryan Wolpen, who's taken that step, and which is good to see, and which pleases me as his coach, because I've known Ryan for a long time, and I'm glad he's doing well.
You came with the media day thing. You'd said that Ryan was going to start at number one and got the chance to kind of get the chance with what he had done. Is he still there?
No, he's still there, and as far as just he's not giving it up right now, which is good. And all those guys are competing hard. All those guys are playing, and it's good to see. It really, really is. It keeps it fun every day, just because hey, it might be someone new today than the previous day. That's really kind of taking that step and who's had a great practice. But Wolpen just kind of continues to show up, and it's been good so far.
What has he done where, I think as a sophomore, he's able to get, I think it was like 30 carries or something. And last year, he only got, a few carries. So what has he done? And I know you lost Jeremy McNichols at the top of the depth chart, but what has he done to where he seems like he is going to play a pretty big role?
Just be consistent and bring it every single day. I mean, Wolpen's effort is unbelievable. I mean, that kid, he goes 1,000 miles an hour. Most of the time, I'm trying to get him to slow down. So he just kind of brings it, and which I love that about him. And that's something that myself as a coach is trying to take in a little bit more of approach, is like, hey, sometimes, let's reward guys for always doing things, all out, and brings it every single day. And that's really what he's getting right now. But he deserves it. So it's just not saying, hey, we're just going to throw you a bone just because of that. I mean, he's done a really, really good job, and I'm pleased. So has Alexander, Robert Mahone, Drake Beasley. Obviously, Jake Shattuck's being a walk-on. He's gotten better over his time being here, which is great to see. And we've just been doing a really, really good job. I'm excited about this group. Like I said, this has been the most fun I've had in a long time as a coach, just overall. Just every day coming to work, it's like, okay, I can do this.
You mentioned Drake didn't play last year, and I kind of forgot about that till you brought it up. But, surprised at all, or how has he handled being back on the field and now actually getting a chance to, compete?
I think he's handled it pretty well, as far as being green and being hungry and knowing that he's going to make mistakes, and just going like, well, if I'm going to make a mistake, it's going to be all out, and I'm going to give everything I got, and that's what he's been doing. And it's been fun to watch. It really has. I'm really, really happy, and I feel like the Broncos are fortunate that we were able to get Drake Beasley.
Where's Robert at for you right now? And obviously you talked about in the spring maybe still being a step behind mentally and some of that kind of stuff. Where's Robert at midway through fall camp?
Rob is pass protection wise and catching the ball has taken in my opinion, a leap forward. I mean, that was kind of the big deal. It's like, hey, who can we trust between all the running backs to pass protect? And to be honest, the big three have done a really, really good job as far as, Alexander and Ryan and Rob. They've all done a really, really good job at recognizing things, being really, really smart, just being dialed, and just being into it. And so for me, I feel like I have three solid guys with the addition of, if you count 4 with Drake, who can potentially, help us out a lot.
You look at the last J-Mac and Jay, and over the last 4 years it is now, they've all logged close to 250 carries in each of those seasons. In many seasons, it's been way more than that. But how tough is that? And what kind of is a reasonable expectation? Because that probably they've made it look the norm, but it probably isn't the norm, I guess.
Well, I guess it depends really on the guy, and as far as what's really considered the norm. You take every down guys. I mean, that's what you expect out of an every down guy who can be on the field for every single play, because why would you want to take him off? What these guys have done is just they collectively do things a little bit different. And now you have a really, really good 1, 2, 3, potentially a 4th punch. And just kind of go, well, shoot, they're all a little bit different. You're going to have to prepare for a lot. And I'm excited about what this group really brings. So as far as whoever ends up kind of being the guy, because eventually it kind of always weeds itself out, and one guy always ends up being the guy. You probably would like to hope he gets somewhere right around 200, maybe a little bit more plus, in my opinion.
With Alex, I mean, how have you kind of seen him through camp?
I see Alex potentially being a 200-plus guy, but at the same time, like I said, Ryan, wow, I mean, that dude, he just continues to impress you every single – I mean, his main focus right now is just to be the guy. So – you never know. It just kind of depends on how well he handles it. Being also too week 3, just seeing how their bodies respond to the punishment too, kind of helps me know as a coach. Okay, can this guy handle getting the ball 20 to 30 times, or even 30 times, 30 plus times a game? So just over time, you just kind of really got to watch their, just whether or not they're starting to taper off during practice. Just how well can they handle it?
I know. Practice, I guess fall camp, different things happen, guys get banged up, whatever. But did you think by this point that Ryan would still be in the number 1 spot, or is he kind of hung on to it longer than you had thought?
Well, I think, to be honest, I think it's going to come through the first few games, or we're going to see really who the guy really, who it is. Or maybe not. It might be a running back by committee, and that's just really what we get. Just kind of we got 3 or 4 guys that all can play and who can all carry the ball. So we'll kind of see. We'll see what ends up happening after the first few games. So I really think it's going to, through time, we'll kind of end up knowing, who the guy is, and then we'll kind of go from there.